Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to your continuing coverage of various matches from within the International 2. My name is Toshley and I will be your commentator for the games that we have coming up here for you today. As I mentioned a few moments ago, this is the International 2. These are the winner bracket semi-finals between the team of Na'Vi and LGD. Game number 3 of a best of 3. We saw in the first game LGD continued their streak of dominance, taking another victory against Na'Vi and another victory in the tournament, but Na'Vi, the first team to secure victory against the team of LGD in their second game. It looked like it was all in LGD's favor, but Na'Vi slowly but surely clawed their way back into the action and managed to take the first kill thus far in the tournament against the team of LGD. And now we are jumping into game 3, forcing a third game. LGD not wiping out Na'Vi 2-0. We have an exciting third match coming up here for you today, and the winner of this match will go into the grand finals and fight for that $1 million prize, while the loser will have to drop into the lower bracket and fight their way, claw their way towards that $1 million top prize to fight it out against, well, whoever achieves victory in this match. On the team of Na'Vi, we have, well, fan favorites from within the scene of Dota 2, hailing from the land of the Ukraine, winners of the International 1, defending champions indeed. We have Poppy sitting in the captain's chair, following it up with Havorst, Dendi, Light of Heaven, and Arsa. And on the side of LGD, the Chinese machines absolutely dominating thus far from within this tournament, but showing that they are indeed weak, that they are truly man, they are not machine, and as a result, they've fallen behind. And on the team of LGD, we have Zhao sitting in the captain's chair, following it up with Sylar, DD, DDC, and Yao. Jumping straight into the draft, we see LGD taking out Chen, taking out the Lycanthrope, and taking out that Enigma. Two of those heroes causing a lot of problems for the team of LGD in that previous game. And the first hero being taken out is another respect ban coming out of LGD. They just will not, they refuse to let Puppy play on that Chen, which is just so sad. Jumping on the side of Na'Vi, we're reflecting the picking phase once again in every single game, even against the team of IG. We first banned out Invoker, then we followed it up with a Morphling. Those are two heroes that the team of Na'Vi clearly have no desire to play against, and they decide to take out that Furion, which leaves Darkseer still in the pool to immediately be secured up by the team of LGD. And Na'Vi respond to that with a Rubik and a Leshrac. Nargasiren is still in the pool. Are they going to let them have the combination of Darkseer and Nargasiren, that wombo combo potential to come out of the team of LGD? But our Na'Vi is scared of such a composition. We saw in the game against the team of Invictus Gaming, where Na'Vi completely stomped over that composition. Will LGD think, can Na'Vi do it a second time? Do we risk picking up that Nargasiren and potentially give the team of Na'Vi a chance to defeat that combination once again? Or did Na'Vi just get lucky? Is Zhao confident enough in his team's ability to take on, to hold on, to utilize that Darkseer Nargasiren combination? We're just going to have to wait and see. What will Captain Zhao think? What will Captain Zhao pick? Excuse me. On the side of Na'Vi, we have that fan favorite, that hero that's been doing fantastically, not just in the International 2, but within oh so many games within the Dota scene thus far. It is that Rubik. It is Dendi's not so much signature hero, but no doubt a hero that Dendi is well known for playing on. As well as Leshrac, that's going to provide a nice amount of ganking potential and a fantastic amount of push, counter push, team fight, presence. Leshrac brings a lot to the field. LGD secures up, I can't speak today. LGD secure themselves Nargasiren and Venomance. They are indeed once again going for that wombo combination of Darkseer and Nargasiren. Is Puppy confident enough in his team's ability to go up against a composition like that, as they did against the team of IG Invictus Gaming, which they oh so convincingly stomped down? Will Na'Vi secure? No, they decide to go with Enchantress. Puppy finally getting a chance against the team of LGD to play one of his signature heroes. Not quite as signature as that of Chen, but still a fairly signature hero. Signature! It's not hard to say. Of course, we have Venomance going in on the team of LGD. Venomance providing a nice amount of team presence with his AoE, with his Venomous Gale, which is great towards the earlier stages of the game. We could see a lane of Nargasiren and Venomance together. The net, combined with the Venomous Gale, is quite a bit of ganking potential. Jumping straight into the bans, the second stage of the bans, we see Magina, the anti-mage, being taken out by the team of LGD. They're removing out those hard carry heroes that the member who goes by the name of Havorst on the team of Na'Vi loves to play on. Juggernaut is still in the pool. We might see a ban out for him coming in from LGD. LGD would be very unwise. You could somewhat argue that he was instrumental in the success of the game against IG, the Juggernaut and the Healing Warden, and he definitely played a very good significant role in the previous game, game number 2. Na'Vi take out that Dragon Knight. They don't want to have to deal with that hero that's incredibly difficult to take down, especially towards the later stages of the game. And LGD do indeed take out that Juggernaut in their 5th and final ban. They're not letting Havorst play on that hero anymore. And my phone just keeps on ringing. And it's not going to get picked up. They can deal with it. Waiting for the team of Na'Vi's 5th and final ban out. So the removal of that Dragon Knight, 100% understandable. He's a very difficult hero to kill, especially once he gets those items up, especially once he gets that armor up. The amount of commitment and just absurd amount of power and dedication that is needed to take down a Dragon Knight is absolutely absurd.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds before we start to tick away into the reserve time. What does Puppy want to remove out of the fray? What heroes do LGD need, more to the point? We've got good counter push. We don't have a solo mid, and we also don't really have a late game hard carry. Naga Siren, not so much. She falls off towards the later stages of the game, and the team of Na'Vi elect to take down the Chaos Knight, who's fairly good at the late game, especially once he gets the items up. And the team of LGD are going for a Tidehunter. Darkseer, Naga Siren, Tidehunter. That's a big combination. One-way combo to come out of the team of LGD, and Na'Vi are going to have to be careful of their positioning. Naga Siren following it up with a Ravage, and that's a lot of pain that's going to unfold on the team of Na'Vi if they get themselves caught out, and if LGD execute that combination well and appropriately. Puppy, 4th pickup for him. What do they need? We have our solo mid. We've got a jungler. We have a Leshrac, who can really go anywhere the hell he wants, to be honest. Do we want to forge an aggressive jungler? No, we're going for that solo offlane. Beastmaster's going to be taking up the role of that solo offlane. We're going to have Rubik going solo mid, and Leshrac and Enchantress will be down in the bottom lane. Enchantress spending her time in the jungle. And there's a solo mid coming out of the team of LGD, the Queen of Pain being secured up by them. And Na'Vi, who are they lacking? I'm going to guess that they want someone to synergize with that Leshrac. SK is still in. We have Shadow Demon still in. They need someone to set up the potential ganks to lead into that split earth to come out of the Leshrac. Sand King would provide a nice amount of teamfight, to be honest. But then again, we don't have our late game hero. We don't have a hero that can just completely destroy everyone once he gets that farm up. But neither do the team of LGD. So neither one having a particularly hard carry. We have semi-carries, sure. Hard carries, not so much. On the side of LGD, how is the laning looking? It smells like another tri-lane, to be honest, quite possibly. Darkseer taking that solo off lane will have Queen of Pain in the middle, and that leaves Naga Siren, Venomancer, and Tidehunter to group up together. And here is a hard carry coming for the team of Na'Vi. We're going to see Faithless Void, which means a support Leshrac down bottom with him, Enchantress in the jungle, Rubik solo mid, and Beastmaster solo bottom. I get mixed up sometimes because it's top and it's dire when it used to be top and radiant, and sometimes I forget. Jumping straight into who is playing who on the side of LGD. On the Radiant side, we have Sylar to play in the Naga Siren. Once again, Zhao to take up the role of the Darkseer. Yao playing on the Queen of Pain. We have DD to play in the Venomancer, and DDC taking up the role of the Tidehunter. Over on the side of Na'Vi, we see Dendi playing as that Rubik in the solo mid role. We see Light of Heaven playing on the Beastmaster. Arsart to play in the Leshrac. Puppy to take up the role of the Enchantress. And Havorst to play as that hard carry, the Faceless Void. Did they change Enchantress's model back? I think they did. She doesn't look as weird anymore. Ah, wonderful. Vast majority of Na'Vi making their way up north, but they're going to find absolutely no one, while the team of LGD venture down south. They're looking for some kills, but again, they're not going to find any such thing. Something about my scrolling seems smoother. I have no idea what it is. Normally I cap my frame rate at 30 frames per second. It's quite possible that it's not capped, but Fraps is telling me it's at 30 frames per second. It seems so smooth. I don't know what's going on. It seems far smoother than it normally is. Maybe it isn't actually recording. I hope that's not the case. Wards go down, DD venturing out. They want to secure the first 0-minute rune when it does come out. Havorst popping out the GL coming out of LGD Zhao as well. The rune's going to spawn at top, going to be secured up by Arsad. Invisibility right in the Leshrac. Potentially open with a split earth. Not so likely, I'm going to guess, but you never know. It's a possibility. It's so smooth. I don't know what happened. Maybe they changed something. That feels a bit jerky. I don't know what happened. I think it's now. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Lanes are beginning to form. We see Darkseer going solo top towards the middle lane. We see Queen of Pain down the bottom. We see Tidehunter, Sylar on the Naga Siren, and of course that will be... Did they change her portrait? I have no idea. And then DD playing on the Venomancer. A lot of damage being dealt down to Zhao already. The Edict doing a nice chunk of damage to him, forcing him well away from the lane. We saw in a game against IG where the Leshrac did a fantastic job at keeping that Darkseer away from the lane. The Island Shell's doing some damage, some right click doing a bit of damage as well, but Zhao is still continuing to force back away from the lane as Arsad just deals down the harassment. The team of Na'Vi are fantastic at shutting down that Darkseer. However, Havors is going to have some problems getting those last hits. That Iron Shell means he's going to continue to take damage, and he isn't an anti-mage. He can't just soak it up with that spell shield. He has no such ability. Down the bottom, we see Solo Light of Heaven. We see Puppey in the jungle. 2 Centaur Khans. This is some potential ganking power indeed. Smoke of Deceit being secured up. Yes, indeed, on the Enchantress immediately being popped up. We're looking in for a gank. And 2 AoE stuns is going to be sufficient enough. Without a doubt, sufficient enough. We're going towards the middle lane. We want to try and initiate with the Telekinesis, moving in with the Centaurs, but they're going to have to be fast. Yao can blink out within the blink of an eye. There goes Telekinesis, sending him back. And need the stomp of the blink out of the perfect moment. Fantastic play coming out from Yao. A nice little escape and no first blood for the team of Na'Vi. If they chained those stuns up properly, it would have been the easiest first blood of their life. Arsad moving in once again, telling Zhao, get the hell off my lane, these creeps. This farm is all for Havorst. Currently 9 for 3 in the last hit department, matching it out with the Naga Siren towards the bottom lane.
Heard of me?
What does she see? Oh, illusions. Puppey farming it up, as you do. DD going on a bit of adventure. Light of Heaven scouting out the Venomancer, who's moving in on the offensive. And Dendy's going to stay back on the tower. He's not going to push himself out there. He knows that the Venomancer is looking for some easy kills, but alas, no such thing is going to happen. Light of Heaven currently sitting at level 1, not even daring enough to get close to this lane, fearing the Venomous Gale, fearing the Gush, and fearing that net to result in a very easy kill on him. He just needs to start getting that level 3 up and have the level 2 boar, and then once he hits that stage, easy peasy. Telekinesis, Shadow Strike to go down as well, blinking out to safety. Yao will be fine, it's sustaining a couple of right clicks, but nothing more than that. Meanwhile, Arsad's continuing to pressure Zhao, pressure him so hard. 2 last hits, currently level 1. Every single time the Darkseer gets near, Arsad moves in and starts right-clicking him at every single opportunity. He is playing the role of support fantastically right now, and Havorst has absolute free farm towards his top lane. Light of Heaven soaking up, or at least attempting to soak up a little bit of experience towards this middle lane. It's so smooth. I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when I haven't played Dota in a really long time, which is bad. It's affecting my casting as well. I've been playing freaking faster than light all day, which is amazing. And I've also been watching a lot of Star Trek, because I can't play a sci-fi game and not want to watch Star Trek. It just doesn't work like that. DD moving in a Light of Heaven, Venomous Gale to go down, a few right clicks to be dealt, but nothing more than that. Tango should bring him back to relative safety. However, the Venomous Gale alongside that Poison Sting is going to do a little bit of dot damage. But it will wear off, he will get back to where he needs to be. Venomancer is sticking around, is trying to harass Light of Heaven as much as possible. Light of Heaven wants to stack this camp, but it has been blocked by the team of LGD. Not only that, but the Venomancer is causing problems every single opportunity. Once that ward runs out, he can place his own Plague Wards here, he can mess with Beastmaster. And here's the thing, Beastmaster will most likely pull this camp down here, going down the stairs here, and Venomancer can start right-clicking him. And if Beastmaster runs this way, the right clicks are going to be dealt. If Beastmaster runs back, the Ancients are going to start hitting on him. So it's a pretty bad situation to be in. Haste Rune being guarded. Yao going to secure that up for himself. Straight in the bottle, the Queen of Pain utters. Darkseer currently sitting on 4 last hits, still level 1, having an awful time. And look at Arsad, he's waiting in position. As soon as that quick wave moves in, Arsad comes in from the behind. The right clicker being dealt. There goes a Time Walker looking to go on Zhao. The Edict's doing a big chunk of damage as well. Zhao's in a lot of trouble. He needs to haste, but he's level 1. He doesn't have it. He's going to take a fall. This is going to be first blood for the team of Na'Vi, secured up by Havorst. Easiest kill of their life. A level 1 Darkseer? Yeah, that's really, really easy to kill. And now Havorst is having a relatively good time towards that top lane. Sylar currently sitting on 32-9 on the creep score compared with Havorst's 29-10, but Havorst has a kill under his belt, and he also has, for the most part, solo lane experience. while the experience down here is being split between 3 people. Level 5 currently sitting on her, with level 5 as well, so maybe the experience differential is nowhere near as significant as I thought it might be. Disregard that. I'm wrong about everything. Light of Heaven, however, not exactly having the best of time either, still sitting on level 1. Not much experience, unable to stack the camp because it's currently being blocked. It is about to wear off, however, and the team of LGD are pushing towards its bottom lane. Sylar's getting absolute free farm as well. The bottom tower's taking a few hits from the siege creep, nothing more than that. It will eventually get taken down by the damage coming out of this tower. Puppy coming in to reinforce, Seda Hellcaller alongside the Ursa Warrior. All incorrectly named. What the hell is that? I don't even know. What? I don't know. I have no idea. Haste Rune secured up by Queen of Pain. Seda Hellcaller takes a fall. Ursa Warrior going on a little bit of a scouting mission. Wants to try and deny the rune if it does spawn at bottom. Will it spawn? Let's wait and see. Tide Hunter moves in. No rune at bottom. Rune is at top. Secured up by Arsart. The illusion going to do some damage to the Queen of Pain as she blinks out of safety. Or out to safety or out of trouble. One of the two. The Ursa Warrior going on a bit of a scouting mission as well. Meanwhile, the bottom some tower is taking attack. I don't know what was uttered then. I was too loud over myself. Havors currently sitting on 40 to 16 in the creep score, with Sylar pretty much even in that regard. 800 in the bank. But remember, Havors has that first blood money. First blood experience, first blood gold. Zhao currently sitting on level 3. He's been doing a little bit of jungling, getting those levels up, which he oh so desperately needs. And now he's attempting to return back to the lane, and he needed to get to level 3. He needed to get at least 1 level in Surge, or else he's just going to die. But the problem is, Faceless Void is now level 6. Chronosphere, you can't haste out of that, buddy. And Darkseer, as a result, is going to have to back off from the lane once again. Dendy sitting on 22 to 8, we're currently 30 to 10 on the Queen of Pain, and down towards the bottom lane. The team of LGD have been pressuring this tower all day. Axes to fly out, do a bit of damage, possibly secure a couple of last hits, and weaken the creep wave ever so slightly. Long DD thinking of moving in, but reinforcements are oh so not far away. Wards are finally down, so the Ancient Camp could start being stacked. Light of Heaven is currently level 3, so he should be able to start doing so with the level 2 Call of the Wild, which he is planning on doing. We can see the time ticking away, sending the boar into position. Stack this camp, easy peasy. Requires a tiniest bit of micro, and all it gives you is free gold. Blink secured up by Rubik, very nice spell to have stolen. Shadow Strike doing some damage, and some weird animations fly around the place. 15 last hits on the Darkseer, currently sitting on level 3, moving towards. Havors can kill him so easily, has a Chronosphere available. 1 Chronosphere for a dead hero, yeah, that's worth it, my friend. Arsart looking to go on Yao. Yao's going to need to blink out soon, does so immediately, but needs to continue to back off. The Split Earth tries to go down, it hits successfully. Another kill to be secured up by Na'Vi. The Song of the Siren comes in too late. And Sylar's going to have to leave because there are several So what is Sylar doing? He stole the Song of the Siren. And now the team of Na'Vi are grouping up. The counter Song of the Siren. There goes the Split Earth to initiate. Perfectly timed. No, it was actually mistimed ever so slightly, but more members of LGD are moving in. Queen of Pain takes a fall, but so does Leshrac. Queen of Pain took a fall earlier. I'm an idiot. Leshrac took a fall, so that didn't exactly go in favor for the team of Na'Vi, despite the great setup. The Split Earth was mistimed ever so slightly. Just barely missing by the tiniest little sliver. Zhao, 18 last hits, still level 3, having an awful time in comparison to Havors. 60 last hits, 20 denies, having a relatively good time, currently sitting in on level 8. Queen of Pain moving in, the ulti has been popped, Puppy is very low in HP, 1 more right click will do it, the wards are going to try and heal him as best he can, the sprites rather. And he will successfully get away. Very close call for Puppy. A couple more right clicks and it would have been the death of him without a shadow of a doubt. Middle tower taking some hits from the creeps. Nothing more than that. Won't be all that much of a problem. The Beastmaster stacking up this Ancient Camp. Actually hasn't stacked it just yet. Must have mistimed it, I'm going to guess. There's no ward here. Maybe the Venomancer was causing some problems and I missed it. Dendy, what did we steal? We stole the Sonic Scream. Not a good spell to let the enemy steal, I have to say. It's going to be fantastic in the next little fight that the team of Na'Vi have. You don't let them steal a big ultimate like that. What's wrong with you? Smoker to see coming in on the Rubik as well. Havors still free farming as he does, and Arsart standing guard. Wants to make sure that Havors doesn't get himself ganked. Currently working his way towards Battle Fury. Light of Heaven wants the rune. Reinforcements rolling in. The wards go down. Yeah, and this Venomax is causing some problems. The wards go down. No stack for you. Very nicely done by the team of LGD. Light of Heaven hasn't exactly been having the best of time thus far towards his bottom lane. He wants his insurance fund. That's what he's relying on. But the team of LGD just keep disrupting it. LGD's moving in. What the hell is Nargothrond doing this deep? And Light of Heaven takes a fall. Denny moving in to try and help out the best he can. There goes the split of the track moving in to reinforce. There goes the Sonic Scream. Ravage. He needs to take Ravage. Did he steal Ravage? He saw Ravage indeed, and then the Chronosphere also, the counter Ravage to come down. This is a fantastic engagement for the team of Na'Vi. Two members of LGD fall. TP's rolling out. Impetus to do a nice chunk of damage. Queen of Pain getting awfully low. Will the damage be enough? One more Impetus will... Mischance? Seriously? Oh, isn't that... I don't think that would have been enough to kill her anyway. But that has to be one of the saddest mischances in the world. Oh, RNG. I hate you. Especially after playing the game of FTL. Light of Heaven finally getting the opportunity to get a little bit of free farm, get some solo lane experience, having a good time for the first time in his life. But the Iron Shell is going to cause some problems for him. He just needs to get that level 6 up so he can start initiating with the Roar. What a fantastic engagement. Chronosphere and the steal of the Ravage. Very nicely done. You got to Anchor Smash after you use that Ravage, man. Or else it's just going to... It's going to end in bad things. Simple as that. Probably getting some solo mid experience. Zhao is also getting the opportunity to get some levels up, but he's still only level 4. He's having a horrible time. And Dendi has Smoke of Deceit active. He wants to try to get the gank in on Zhao. He needs to initiate with that telekinesis. The Roar is currently not available. If we had the Roar, now we have the Split Earth. This should be enough. Dendi reveals his position. And Zhao is not daring enough to move any further than he needs to. He's not going to let himself get killed that easily. Faceless Void getting some free farm down towards the bottom lane. 1200 in the bank, currently working towards a Battle Fury, as I mentioned before. Bottom lane is being pushed. If reinforcements don't roll in, the bottom tower could take a nice amount of damage, but Sylar is nearby. Should be able to defend this fairly easily, and other members of LGD are now venturing towards this bottom lane. Getting a kill on Zhao would be very... I wish he wouldn't have the Zhao there. I keep looking at that. Getting a kill on Havorth would be pretty freaking good right now, especially for the team of course, what do you mean especially for the team of LGD? That implies that there are others to benefit from the death of Havorth. LGD is the only one that's going to be benefiting from such an event. Arsar coming in from the behind. The Edict has been active. He needs to hit the Split Earth, but Zhao is moving all over the place. Will he be able to get it down? No, he will not. He's not even going to attempt, or is he going to continue to push forward? Arsar really wants his kill, trying to juke in the trees. There goes the Chronosphere. They're TPing right into the Chronosphere. They need to cancel this. They do not do so. No, the Chronosphere wears off. There goes the stun to come in on DDC. DDC one right click away from death, but Havorth is very low in HP. Tries to time walk away, successfully doing so. Might just barely be able to get away. Currently running for his life, but he's slowed down from that Venomous Gale, and the team of LGD are not going to continue pursuit, despite the 50% slow coming in on him and the use of that Chronosphere. Middle Tower taking a bit of damage, but a very nice engagement. Very, I was going to say silly for the team of LGD to TP into that Chronosphere, but it wore out just in time. But very nice engagement for Na'Vi. Darkseer also took a fall. The top tower is being pressured by the team of Na'Vi. They want to capitalize on the advantage that they have secured for themselves. They've got no reason to stop. And Na'Vi have much better late game than the team of LGD, I have to say. Much better late game. And considering that Na'Vi, if LGD were ahead right now... Oh, Song of the Siren to initiate. Ravage is moving in. The Ravage is available. They're trying to go for the Wombo combo. And in it's going to come. DDC getting right in position. There goes the Ravage, but he stole it. Did he steal it? No, he gets bursted down before anything can happen. Light of Heaven taking a big chunk of damage as well. The Edict's doing a nice chunk as well. The net to come down on Light of Heaven. Light of Heaven's probably going to take a fall. Meanwhile, Darkseer is hasting around the place. Poppy trying to do what he can, but he is also going to take a fall. A killing spree and a double kill for the Queen of Pain. Arsart forced to back off. 3 members of Na'Vi melt within the course of seconds. Very nice job on LGD bursting down that Rubik. I believe he timed it perfectly, because you can steal Ravage before you get hit by Ravage, and that's exactly what he did, but alas, he got taken down so rapidly. LGD knew exactly what happened, and they did not want to see a counter Ravage once again. It can be devastating to your team. But now the power of LGD is beginning to shine through, the power of their composition. What do we steal? We stole Scream of Pain. Double Scream of Pain coming out of both parties. Who can scream louder, I wonder? Naga Siren looking to be going for a Lincoln Sphere. Something to block that, the Roar to come out of the Beastmaster. Of course, BKB will not block such a thing. Beastmaster working himself towards a mechanism. On the Leshrac, we have absolutely nothing, but such is the life of the support. Rubik just sitting on a bottle and some arcane boots. Nothing else for him. Enchantress Also sitting on not all too much, but that's how you play. That's typically what happens. And Faceless Void slowly but surely working his way towards that glorious Battle Fury. Surprised he doesn't have it sooner, actually, considering the fantastic start that he had. Has he actually taken a fall? No, he doesn't have any deaths under his belt.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top tower taking some damage for the team of Na'Vi. The Edict doing a nice chunk of damage as well. Fortification is available, but the team of LGD are electing not to use it. They are going to let the tier 1 fall at top. They're going to try and trade it for the tier 1 at mid. Fortification goes down for the team of Na'Vi. Fortification, no fortification to be used by the team of the Radiant, by LGD. TP's rolling in. The tier 3, tier 1 tower at mid continues to stand for the team of Na'Vi. Counter warding action come down. Double damage secured up by the Queen of Pain. Things have settled down for the next couple of moments. I was going through what items everyone had. Soul Ring, also working our way towards a mechanism on the Darkseer. Nagasari, we already covered her in the Lincoln Sphere. Nothing on the support, nothing on this support. The Queen of Pain, Null Talisman. Excuse me, this burped. This burped again. Treads and nothing else. On the Queen of Pain, that is. Things have slowed down once again. The tier 1 tower towards this middle lane still stands for the team of LGD. Na'Vi possibly looking to secure it for themselves. Creep Wave has a nice bit of momentum, but Zhao is going to clean up everything at a fairly easy pace. Currently sitting on level 7, 53 last hits under his belt, is finally slowly beginning to catch up. How is Light of Heaven looking? Also level 7, farming the Ancients, or at least trying to stack them, having no luck thus far. And Sylar's moving in. They want to they've been disrupting this Ancient stacking for the entire game. The entire game, there hasn't been a single stack, unless he cleared this out earlier and I missed it. There hasn't been a single stack, except for this initial stack. The Tornado doing a little bit of damage, causing some problems for the team of LGD. It's a little bit late to cause you to win the lane, but it's still a nuisance nonetheless. Oh, that Wildkin. Tower's taking a bit of damage. Nothing more than that. Unification going on for the team of LGD towards the middle lane. Looks like they want to take the tier 1 at mid. Will they be able to do so? The rest of Na'Vi are a little bit split apart, trying to hit the vacuum. They're missing by a considerable margin, I would say. And LGD are pushing in. They are pushing in on this hard counterwarding action to come down on both accounts. Puppy's position revealed. Very nice ward to come in by Long DD. The damage, the tower is taking some damage. It's getting awfully low. Split Earth to come down, wipe out these illusions as rapidly as possible. This means no Split Earth for the next few seconds or so, which actually isn't that significant at all. The ward is doing some damage. The tower is now in deny range. If they're going to take it, they need to take it soon. One more burst of damage will be enough to take it down. Sylar's moving in for the kill. He wants it bad, and the tower will not get denied. The rest of Na'Vi back off. No deny for the team of Na'Vi. LGD secure the tower for themselves, and they back off after that. But a lot of momentum towards this top lane. A lot of momentum. It's not going to be enough to take the tower down, however, without reinforcements. LGD venturing about. Do we have a smoke available on any hero? We do not. Darkseer, no smoke. Double damage to be secured up by Yao again. Second double damage rune. And it looks like they want to try and take on this tier 1 towards the bottom lane. Will they be able to do so, however? Mechanism on its way for the Darkseer. They're just going to wait for that to arrive, and then after that, they'll move in for the kill. Puppy going on a bit of adventure. Spell stolen. What did we take? We took Scream of Pain once again. Slow to come down the Venomancer, but no follow-up damage. They're all too out of position. That was very aggressive coming in from Puppy. Mechanism secured up by the Darkseer. Going to be just about to be secured up by the Darkseer. Slowly but surely, the courier will make its way here. And yes, the first ancient stack for the team of Na'Vi. That's the first stack of the game, 19 minutes in. That's how fantastically LGD are playing. Will it be enough, however? Na'Vi are looking pretty strong, and that Faceless Void is farmed up oh so nicely. And if this gets to the late game, Na'Vi will win. LGD cannot fight against that Faceless Void. He's just going to bash everything to death. They want to take him down. There goes a net to come down on Light of Heaven. All the ultis are being popped off, and Light of Heaven instantly falls within the course of seconds. And this is going to be an easy tier 1 tower. But the Shrek, I saw the Shrek destroy the tower. Towards this middle lane, the tier 1 takes a fall. So it was a trade. And this works out nicer for the team of Na'Vi because they dedicated one man to take down this tier 1, while a large chunk of LGD's team was dedicated to take down the tier 1 at bottom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The top tower's taking some damage. How are we looking, Havorse? Battle Fury in hand. Looking to be going straight for a BKB. 142 last hits on the agenda right now, compared to Sylar's only 105. And not to mention that Faceless Void is a harder carry than that of the Naga Siren. Faceless Void is much better late game than the Naga Siren. And a BKB means that Song of the Siren isn't going to do anything. And Faceless Void is free to just whack everyone to death. Whack, 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 whack. He whack man. Indeed, recipe for BKB being secured up for himself. Going straight for it. And spending his time in the jungle, getting as many last hits as humanly possible. So here's a problem with LGD's composition. It's just not very late game. Except for Darkseer. Darkseer, I would say, is the only hero that is significantly late game, because an Aghanim Scepter combined with his wall, it's 140% damage illusions. It's absurd. It hurts. That Faceless Void, if he walks through the wall once, he could probably kill 1, maybe 2, possibly 3 members of Na'Vi. And that's just one. Imagine if he walks through it several times. It's not going to be good, but that's about the only hero. Naga Siren, I mean, the Song of the Siren's useless towards the later stages of the game when everyone, well, not everyone, but just about everyone has some form of magical immunity, such as, say, a BKB. But we've got Roar, which goes through BKB. We've got Chronosphere, which of course goes through BKB. We've got all the damage to come out of the Leshrac. He just has to sit there in a team fight, and he will be killing shit dead. And Rubik, who's great all round, but on the side, we've got Sonic Scream that a pipe will negate Sonic Scream entirely. We have the Ravage, which BKB is going to negate. And the big targets that you want stunned are going to have a BKB, so Ravage isn't all that great. Telekinesis to go down along DD. A few right clicks to come down, nothing more than that. Haste to go down. Continue moving in the offensive. Poppy is caught out of position, oh so far out of position. Vacuum as well, it's net to go down. The Split Earth misses, and Poppy takes a fall within the course of seconds. Slow to come down the Light of Heaven, currently being blocked a little bit by the ward. We stole the spell, we stole the wards coming in from Rubik. And the Sonic Scream being dedicated to try and take down Light of Heaven, but alas, no such thing. Counter Roar to come down on Zhao. But there goes the Song of the Siren. Light of Heaven, they really want this kill. Ravage is currently available. Rubik has been caught out. There goes a Ravage. No Ravage stolen because Dendy is out of position. But the Chronosphere comes down. He might be able to steal Ravage if he currently isn't on cooldown, if he didn't use an Anchor Smash right after. What a fantastic Chronosphere. Zhao is one right click away from death. What did we steal? We stole ourselves Anchor Smash. No Ravage available. Zhao and DDC are going to get away. Are you serious? Long DD is going to take a fall, being sacrificed for them to try and escape. Buyback being had for the Faceless Void, who fell when I didn't even realize. I didn't track that fight all too well. And what looked like complete and utter devastation for the team of LGD turned into, well, a good couple of kills for the team of... For the team of LGD, my brain just discontinued function for about 10 seconds there. Perhaps I have Alzheimer's or something. I have no idea. Probably not. Na'Vi moving straight in for Roshan. Song of the Siren has been used up. They're not worried about using that to initiate or to steal. None of the big ultis are available for the team of LGD. And it doesn't seem like they have any idea the team of Na'Vi are doing this. Beastmaster's standing on guard, wants to make sure that they don't get crept up upon. And LGD have no idea, but in a few moments they're going to know. The Sprite's going to heal up Zhao. I mean, god damn it. They're going to heal up Faceless Void. They're going to heal up Havorst. The Edict's going to melt Roshan within the course of seconds. Vacuum, nice vacuum, but the Edict, I mean, the Aegis gets picked up. Roar to come down on Zhao. He takes it for the Darkseer in the course of seconds. They're Pulse Nova doing a nice chunk of damage. Sylar's in a bad situation. The right clicks are coming in, down on him. Buybacks being had left, right, and center. Rubik also took a fall in that fight. Yao's trying to right click down Arsad. Will the damage be enough? But the Venomancer takes a fall. So does the Leshrac. And now Light of Heaven's moving in. I heard the Faceless Void moving in once again. DDC's taking some right clicks, needs to get a bash off. Meanwhile, towards his top lane, the actions to fly out. Someone took a fall. Yao is currently trying to blink away as fast as possible. Meanwhile, the Chronosphere being dedicated to take down that Tidehunter. Really wanted to have him dead. Now, who came out ahead in that fight is a good question. Well, they got Roshan, they got the Aegis. They got a few kills. Buybacks were had as well. Taking a quick gander at the gold, what are we going to see for us? 1k advantage for the team of Na'Vi, 2k advantage in the experience department once again for the team of Na'Vi. Faceless Void moving in on Yao, no Chronosphere is available, and Yao can just TP out, or rather blink out to safety, easy peasy. Rubik going on a bit of adventure. Zhao's not too far away. Wants to try and join in on the bottom lane. The haste has been activated. Zhao's going on a bit of a mission. Will he be able to catch out Rubik? He will indeed. No, he's just moving to the next jungle camp. Never mind. They want to try and catch out the Queen of Pain. We're going to need some lucky bashes, however. Nope, actually, her voice is blinking out. Or TPing out, rather. I think I've said called Blink a TP and TP a Blink about 10 times in this game. Vor's getting all the free farm currently at the top lane. And the BKB to be secured up by him, and this is going to be great for the next encounter for LGD. Or rather for Na'Vi. Not so great for LGD. Rubik has to be careful. DD's moving in, he backs off to the safety of the tower, but this tier 2 tower is very low. It's looking like it's going to indeed take a fall. The team of LGD moving in, they don't care in the slightest about any form of backdoor protection. They immediately burst it down. And the tier 2 tower takes a fall, secured up by the team of LGD. Venomancer slowly working towards power treads by the looks of it. Very quick power treads. Hawk to be taken down. Big bounty on that Hawk. Queen of Pain working towards a sheep stick. A very slow sheep stick nonetheless. I'm fairly sure that she's had that ultimate orb for quite some time, but almost has enough to buy out that Mystic Staff alongside the Void Stone. Just about enough. In fact, might actually have enough. Almost enough. Divorce, how is he looking? BKB. Of course, Battle Fury. 700 in the bank. What does he want to work towards next? Mask of Madness is actually probably the only hero where Mask of Madness is a potentially good item to get. Attack speed's very, very good on Faceless Void because, hey, faster attacks, more bashes. Assault Cuirass is also a possibility. Some form of lifesteal would be good in the end. Whack, whack, farm, farm. Zhao is thinking of moving in. Vacuum to go down, but that's just a bit of harassment. Nothing more than that. The gush to land down on Zhao. Oh, Vorse, god damn it. I keep reading the Zhao in the end. I hate it. But Vorse will simply walk his way to safety. No further aggression to be dealt down on him. The Ancients, which got stacked, you know, 2 or 3 times thus far within the course of this game, because the fantastic Ancient disruption to be coming out of the team of LGD. Such a great job on that. You can see, just through little things like that, it's why LGD have been dominating thus far in this competition. They're doing a fantastic job. The fact that they prevented the camp from being stacked for about 20 minutes is absurd. Smoke getting to come out of the team of Na'Vi. They're looking for some kills, as Fraps decides to lag just a little bit. Novorse, while he's doing all of this, is free farming it up. Smoke getting to come out of the team of LGD as well. Double smoke coming out of both sides. Who's going to find the kills, however? The entire team of Na'Vi are venturing around north, while the team of LGD are heading down south towards mid. Looks like no kills are going to be had. Of course, they're not going for Roshan, who's not going to be returning for a good couple of moments to come. And no such kills will be found, or maybe they will meet up very soon in the jungle. Poppy's moving in on the offensive. This could be bad. He could find himself caught out and dead within the course of seconds. A big cluster of LGD are moving in. Poppy's about to be dead. Blinking in on the offensive. There goes a Hex. There goes a right click. Poppy, the vacuum. A lot of death to roll in from him. The Sonic Stream. Poppy's still alive. How is he not dead? The Roar to come down on Sylar. And there, the Chronosphere. 3-man Chronosphere. But DC's trying to move in as best he can. The Ravager was stolen by Dendi. Where did he blink? There goes a counter Ravager to come out of Na'Vi. The axes to fly out. No one's dead yet. Sylar takes a fall. DD's getting awfully low. Nice little vacuum as well as the wall to come down. Zhao trying to run out as best he can. Telekinesis to come down on him. Zhao's looking dead. A couple of other members of LGD fall, blinking away to safety, but Zhao takes a fall. Queen of Pain blinks away to safety rather. And all of a sudden, Na'Vi trade, take 4 kills and lose absolutely nothing. A nice little engagement for them. How did Poppy not die? I don't even know what to say. Meanwhile, bottom tower takes a fall to the creep wave, which has an awful lot of momentum. Dendi going on a bit of adventure alongside Light of Heaven. They're trying to push in on this tier 2, and they can push with absolute impunity because almost every single member of LGD is currently out of the action. But they're going to have to be cautious. They're slowly but surely respawning and returning to the fray. They're going to give these lanes some momentum. They're simply going to back off, group up together, and try and win another fight like that. Was the BKB even used by Faceless? It was indeed. Now pushing it out, blinking away, doesn't want to get caught out by Divorce. Chronosphere off cooldown in 20 seconds. The cooldown on that Chronosphere is awfully low, isn't it? What is it? 100 seconds. Not bad. Farming it up. Sylar doing the same thing. Going for a Heart of Tarrasque. DD alongside Zal going on a little bit of a venturing mission. Will they catch anyone out? Nope, they're just illusions. The rest of Na'Vi are all farming this ancient camp, which hasn't been stacked at all, thanks to the very nice play by LGD. Na'Vi staying grouped together, and they're not allowing themselves to get caught out. Aghanim Scepter, what the hell? Aghanim Scepter to be worked towards by the Beastmaster. Dendy has a Blink Dagger on hand. Poppy has Cancer. What the hell? She doesn't look right. I think there's something missing. She looks creepy. What the hell? How did this happen? Why do so many members of Dota 2... Why do so many heroes in Dota 2 have randomly just get cancer? And lose all their hair? Poor guys. Thankfully there's magic in this world, so they can probably just cure it pretty easy. Maybe they should come to the real world, use that magic, cure cancer, create food out of thin air, or something. Perform some form of magic, save the world, and so forth. Big cluster of Na'Vi venturing around the jungle. Will they take on mid? Will they take on bottom? Both tier 2 towers standing here. The last two exterior towers remaining for the team of LGD. And LGD, looking a bit lost, actually. We've got Yao heading up to mid. We've got these guys that are sort of grouping around mid, not really doing much. I guess they're suspecting an attack, but we can quite clearly see that no such attack is being had. But Na'Vi is sort of clustered, or rather split apart the place as well. Split? What the hell? Split? I don't know what I was trying to say, or what I'm saying right now. I have no idea. Brain explode. Ah, the ancient camp. Kill it good. I feel like they need to meet their quota, since the ancient camp didn't get stacked till about 20 minutes of just killing it at every single opportunity to try and make up all the lost golden experience. BKB being worked towards for the Leshrac. No stuns going to be had, or no stuns going to be coming out of LGD, and hey, no effect of the Song of the Siren. They can easily stun that Naga Siren. But they need to make sure that they activate the BKB before the, what do you call it? The Song of the Siren. Smoke of Deceit being activated once again. Double damage coming in on Sylar. They're not going to find anyone, however. No one is up north, and the rest of Na'Vi are down south. And Na'Vi are not going to find any kills either. We've had so many ineffective smoke ganks coming out from both teams in this game. Na'Vi are no doubt going to see the big force of LGD towards the top lane. Na'Vi are heading up there. They're going to make use of this smoke. They want to try and jump in on them and get the superior engagement and secure victory, possibly from a big victorious teamfight such as this. Divorce leading in on the offensive, has the BKB, has the Chronosphere. They're going to get caught out. DEC's been caught out. He pops the Ravage off early. Then he needs to move in to try and steal it. There goes the vacuum. There goes the wall. Time lapse to go in, and there goes the Chronosphere. The right clicks are coming down. Song of the Siren, it does nothing. As right clicks everyone at every single opportunity, but Arsad and the rest are currently stuck in position. Arsad getting low, Poppy also getting low. I don't think he's going to survive this engagement. He does take the fall. Light of Heaven dealing some right clicks. Arsad's getting low as well. Two members of Na'Vi fall, but Darkseer finally takes the fall. Nice little TP escape, and Divorce is trying to do what he can, but alas, Divorce is not invincible, and he will eventually get taken down, but he has the Aegis of the Immortal. He's probably just going to die a second time. He needs to time walk out of there at a very rapid rate. Time walking into the trees. Will he be able to blink out? The damage is not enough, and a very nice little TP out to safety. I called it blink again because I'm silly. Saw something there. Bottom lane has a nice amount of momentum. Sylar will clean that up. Fraps having bizarre errors once again. I don't know what happened there. Thank you, Fraps. $50. Crash. Nevertheless, Faceless Void wanting to double up with that, the, what's it called, goddammit, the backtrack. Working his way towards the butterfly. And geez, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? You've got the backtrack to deal with, then you're going to have the butterfly. Someone on LGD is going to have to get themselves a Monkey King bar if they want to do any damage, but who's going to get it? Maybe Queen of Pain, I guess, but she's going for a BKB or Aghanims, either one. Probably Aghanims. Spam out that scream. 40-second cooldown, very nice. Roshan has returned to the fray. And the team of Na'Vi want to try and take him on, but LGD are no doubt going to be aware of this. In fact, the Naga Siren illusion just walked in, which immediately got stolen up by Poppy, very briefly, however. And LGD know that they can't let them get themselves another Aegis. Absolutely cannot allow, and as a result they're moving in. Song of the Siren is available, they need to be careful of that being used to initiate. Telekinesis to go down, Shock to follow it up, there goes the Roar being used on DD, they need to move in on this now. The Vacuum away, the Hex to come down on Zhao, he's not going to get off of Force rather, but he pops off the BKB, there goes the Chronosphere, everyone's going to get right click down, the first one to drop is the Darksin, now we're moving in on Sylar, DD is also very low on HP, the Song of the Siren does nothing, albeit but the BKB wears off. The Venomancer takes the full DDC, also running away as he's very low on HP. Sylar does the same, and this leaves the Aegis of the Immortal to be secured up by the team of Na'Vi. And the rest of Na'Vi moving in, they're looking for some kills, but the rest of LGD have backed off too fast. Aegis of the Immortal drops off, and Faceless Void secures the Aegis for the second time. And as a butterfly. Just right click, everything dies. And his evade chance is going to be absurd. 35% evasion, what is the dodge chance on this? 25% in the backtrack, and they do stack. And it's not a diminishing returns type stack. Or actually, I'm not sure how the stacking works with the butterfly and evasion. Does it add to itself? So is it 25 plus 35%? Or is there a 35% chance to to dodge it? And then in the next, and if it doesn't get dodged, then there's a 25% chance. Does it happen twice? Does it fuse together? I have no idea. Time walking in on the offensive. Yao blinks out to safety. No Chronosphere going to be dedicated for a Queen of Pain, even if it was available. Maybe it would be. You never know. Having one member down on the opposing team is always nice. Unless it's on your team. That's why I said opposing team. Force Staff and Blink Dagger on the Rubik. Lots of mobility. Lots of potential to not only escape, but engage, initiate, steal spells, and so on and so forth. Split Earth to go down. Things have settled down just a little bit on both accounts. Currently 305 on the creep score coming in for Faceless Void, and the next on the account, the next one on the map is that of Sylar, currently owning it only at 210. Stolen Illusion for Poppy. Gonna be pretty good at pushing, actually, or reasonably good at pushing. The Heart's gonna allow it to tank all the creeps fairly easy. Sylar trying to farm as best as she can. Can LGD come back from such a deficit? I'm not sure. Things aren't looking good for LGD. As the game ticks on, the effectiveness of these heroes begins to wear out. Na'Vi, mostly because of this Faceless Void, is just far better late game. And the Roar, which of course goes through magical immunity, which is a fantastic initiating ability. And then we've got the Pulse Nova that, well, the more mana Leshrac gets, the more damage it's going to do effectively. Because you can have it on for longer. Split Earth is great, the Edict does loads of damage. Smoke Gank being used up here, Havor's charging in on the offensive, they're splitting apart, they're trying to cover as much ground as humanly possible. The only member that's potentially vulnerable is Naga Siren, and she has a Song of the Siren if things turn dire for her. But they have BKBs, you gotta remember, if they get those BKBs off first, no Song of the Siren is going to land. The daytime comes around once again. Water's been placed down, Havor reveals his position, trying to take down these illusions as fast as possible. Right click, dead, and so on, and so forth. Ravage available for Tidehunter. DDC, they've of course got the Sonic Scream as well. How will this engagement go? I have a feeling not so great for the team of Na'Vi. Enchantress slowly working towards a Hood of Defiance. And he wants to get that pipe up. A little bit of spell damage absorption coming out of the team of LGD. Absorb that Sonic Scream, absorb some of the Ravage damage. And understandably, LGD are doing the exact same thing. Assault Cuirass or Shiva's possibly being worked towards for the Darkseer, and we can see the Tidehunter working his way towards a pipe. Has a hood available, hood in hand. Wants that pipe up, and will absorb a nice chunk of the damage to come out of the team of Na'Vi, especially from that Leshrac. Pulse Nova, Split Earth, the Edict, all do a nice considerable amount of magic damage, especially that Pulse Nova at this stage of the game. Edict does a considerable amount of damage as well, but only if it's a single target. If there are multiple targets, it does a reasonable amount of damage. It just sort of resonates between all the members of the opposing team as opposed to just destroying a single person. Faceless Void going towards crits. He wants that Daedalus. Yao moving in very far on the offensive. They want to try and push this top lane as best as possible. Rest of Na'Vi, they're going to try and take down this tier 2 and then back off to the tier 3. They're going to have to defend this, however. So there's very little that LGD can do about this. They can't defend this. Fortification goes down. It's only going to delay the inevitable. A few more right clicks is all it will take. Faceless Void gets a kill. TP's rolling in to defend this tier 1 tower, tier 3 tower towards the top lane. Axes to fly out. TP's rolling away to allow them to escape.
Haste.
Easy tier 2 tower for the team of Na'Vi. Bit of damage sustained to the tier 3 tower for the team of LGD. BKB being secured up by the Queen of Pain. No Aghanims for her just yet, but it will prevent her from getting stunned. It will, however, not stop the roar to come out of the Beastmaster, but it will stop the damage to come out of the Leshrac as well as the Rubik. Faceless Void is still going to right-click her like no other, and of course the Chronosphere goes straight through it. I think the bashes go through BKB as well. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume they're physical. I'm not sure. Does it say? If it's magical, it just says passive. War's continuing to farm his way up, closing in on 350 last hits. He's looking good. He's looking strong. 2,600 in the bank for Puppy. And neither team really wanting to push as of this moment. LGD are currently sitting back. They're not allowing themselves to push out, and Na'Vi are also doing the same thing. But the thing is, Na'Vi can do this. They're in a position, they're not going to be out-farmed by LGD. They're late-game heroes on the team of Na'Vi, nowhere near as good as the late-game heroes on the team of LGD, rather. Nowhere near as good as the late-game heroes on the team of Na'Vi. So, Na'Vi are actually free to farm. They can do this all they want. It's LGD. LGD are the ones that have to try and change this from a loss into a victory. Right now, I can't see Na'Vi losing at all. LGD are the ones that need to move in on the initiative. Na'Vi can actually just sit back and do whatever the hell they want. It's a very nice position for them to be in. Quite possible that they're just waiting for the Roshan timer to get closer and closer, to which that they will venture forth. They will use up this Aegis of the Immortal, then they will go back to the Roshan pit and get another. DD could find himself very dead very soon, but nice ward placement to come out from him. Havorse is moving in. Kuri is going to get caught out. No, it will not. Time walking in on the offensive. A few more right clicks is all we need. One more right click will do it. He uses a Chronosphere to take down a kill on a lone Venomad. So that is... that's commitment for you. He really wanted that kill. But see, the damage to come out of him was absurd. Almost two-shotted him. He really wanted that kill, but the cooldown on it isn't really that significant. And in a few moments' time, it will be off cooldown. The Chronosphere will be available for the Faceless Void to use as, well, to use with absolute impunity. BKB coming in on Dandy. Who doesn't have a BKB? Let's have a look. No BKB, 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 no BKB, and BKB. 3 members going to be completely and utterly unaffected by the Ravage, completely and utterly unaffected by the Sonic Scream, completely and utterly unaffected by the Song of the Siren.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to pressure this tier 3 as best as they possibly can using some pseudo-guerrilla tactics coming out of the team of LGD, but alas, it's not going to be enough. And LGD are continuing to sit back. They're not really pushing out, and it's what they need to do if they don't want to die a horrible, horrible death. Potential Shiva's Guard looks to be worked towards for the Queen of Pain. I saw a pipe on the Tidehunter being secured up for himself. Puppy currently sitting on 3,300 in the bank. I'm still curious as to whether or not he's going to get that pipe, or if he's just putting it away for a rainy day. Seems the latter is indeed the case. Roshan will be up in about 2 minutes. If Na'Vi want to push, now is the time. They want to try and utilize the Aegis of the Immortal before it runs out in about 2 minutes' time. Havorse needs to get himself some kills. Chronosphere is currently available. Now's the time to try and do some damage. The tier 2 tower stands towards its bottom lane. It's the last exterior tower remaining for the team of LGD. Whoops. Beastmaster venturing out, moving in on the offensive. Arseheart right next to him. It's fine. A lot of momentum actually being caused here by the Naga Siren illusions. being a bit of a nuisance, if anything. And the Aegis of the Immortals 1 minute from moving away, or from running out, rather. Moving away? I don't know what I was thinking. DD, Zal, they're venturing around just a little bit. No area is safe for them. Even on their side of the map, no area is safe. Assad. Na'Vi moving in, they want to use up the Aegis, but it's going to run out in a couple of moments. It's about 30 seconds away, they need to use it up fast. The Force gets a net down on him, no follow-up damage, however. I think the team of LGD know that they're expecting that Aegis to wear out, so they're not exactly dealing out the damage just yet. Split Earth to come down the illusions, a lot of misses being had for her Force. The Butterfly already paying for itself in the amount of damage that it's absorbing. Attempting to dodge, not so successful. And a nice defense coming out of the team of LGD. The Aegis has worn off. Na'Vi, they're moving in. They're seizing the opportunity. Nice roar. Nice ravage. For the roar to come down on Yao. The scream was fantastic a few moments ago. Denny taking a lot of damage. The counter ravage to come down by the team of Na'Vi. And buybacks coming out of both members of Na'Vi. Another member takes a fall. 3 for 0 currently coming in for LGD. TP's rolling out. Not exactly a great engagement for the team of Na'Vi, but fantastic play for the team of LGD. They waited that precise moment until the Aegis of the Immortal wear off, until it was dispelled, or whichever term you wish to use, and then they seized that opportunity. They opened up with the Hex and they burst him down before he can pop off the BKB.
Roshan
Fantastic, but they just pick up another Aegis of the Immortal.
Consequence.
Easy peasy. They won themselves that team fight. Will it be enough? No. Na'Vi are still in such a commanding position right now. We take a quick look at the gold, 7.5k advantage for the team of Na'Vi, and in the experience department, 15k advantage once again for the team of Na'Vi. And now it's simply just a waiting game. And how will Na'Vi proceed from here? They could wait another 8 minutes or so for Roshan to get a little bit closer, or maybe they want to try and deliver the killing blow and utilize this Aegis of the Immortal immediately. We're a little bit late then. We didn't get to see utilization of the Aegis. And it won LGD that team fight. It won that team fight incredibly hard. Now it's a waiting game. Waiting for her Vorce to initiate. Waiting for the rest of Na'Vi to group up together. Roar is off cooldown. We have a Ravage coming in on Dendi. No, indeed, he took a fall in that fight. Forgot about that. Vacuum down. The Vorce taking a bit of damage, but there goes moving on the offensive. The Hex will land down on him immediately. No BKB being popped off as well. The Vorce being brought down to half HP. We stole the wall. Double wall action coming down. Vorce needs to get the hell out of there. Those illusions are causing some damage. Vorce already being brought down to half HP. The sprites are going to heal him back to where he needs to be. Arsat force staffing out, taking a little bit of damage as well, sustaining some damage from the tower. Has his cheese, however. Has the BKB. Waiting for that wall to wear out, and then we're going to move in. Neither team can initiate with the double wall being placed down, but it's harder for Na'Vi because the illusions do more damage because they're more ahead. Big wall's being stolen, going to give a nice bit of vision actually. That's a nice spell to steal. Especially in a situation like this. But this wall of Plague Wards is doing some damage, is causing some problems for Na'Vi. They're having a little bit of trouble moving in and engaging. The tier 2 tower towards the bottom lane is taking some damage. And it's going to take a fall unless LGD back off. And if they back off, they're going to lose the barracks towards mid. It's a bad situation. Force moving in the offensive, backing to go down and try and push him away. The tier 3 takes a fall. And the team of Na'Vi have backed off. No, they're not. They're going to continue to push in once again. The illusion's causing some damage. Net to come down on Arsat. No follow-up initiation, however. Just a few right clicks. Force cleans up the illusions fairly rapidly. Navorce is still 100% fine. Aegis of the Immortal is still available. But many members of LGD are currently available as well. They're playing this perfectly. No one's getting caught out of position. No one on LGD's side is dying. The tier 2 tower is not looking particularly happy, however. They go down. Navorce vacuum onto the low ground once again. Telekinesis come down, and there goes a Chronosphere. The Roar as well. A bit of stacking stuns, a bit much. DDC wants to get in position for a Rav, but he just can't. He just doesn't want to risk it. Darkly immediately takes a fall. Navorce stealing the right clicks coming in on Sylar. Telekinesis come down the net once again, and oh my god, the right clicks come out of Navorce are absolutely absurd. Whack, whack, whack. The barracks takes a fall. Sylar trying to do what he can. Navorce getting low, but he doesn't care. He has the Aegis of the Immortal. BKB being popped off to Yao. Yao blinks away. There goes a Ravage. Counter Ravage stolen once again. The counter Ravage comes down. The Scream of Pain as well. And the Song of the Siren ruins everything. Light of Heaven needs to back off, very low in HP. Wants to move in on Yao, will be able to get it. One more right click will do it. He does get taken down. Denny blinks down as well. DDC is looking to be potentially dead. We have Havorce moving in the offensive, but doesn't want to take up the tier 3 tower. Decides to back off. Very costly engagement for Na'Vi, in a sense. It wasn't exactly easy. They had to fight for the kill on the barracks. But that alone should be enough to deliver the final killing blow. Havorce is going to kill Longity in about 2 hits. Ghost Scepter does nothing. Couple right clicks. There we go. Bang, bang. Venomancer takes a fall. Silo trying to do what he can. The Raw comes down. An illusion. He misclicked the Raw. Zhao's taking a lot of damage. I mean, Havorce is absolutely fine, actually. BKB being popped off. A bit of damage being sustained, but nothing more than that. Darkseid immediately takes the fall. Silo's one right click away from death. He also takes a fall. Buybacks are coming out from both sides. Yao takes a fall. Light of Heaven is still alive. Still hasn't fallen. And the GG being called out by the team. Please Gangnam. Said by Valette. The fantastic Ukrainian caster who has the most awesome Russian name I've ever heard. Vitaly Volochai. Like Privyet Minyet. Vitaly Volochai. It would be awesome to introduce yourself like that. And now Na'Vi are just going to fountain farm. Because why not? They don't give a crap. Disconnect being had by the team of LGD. The Ancient will fall in the next couple of moments. DDC secures himself up a double kill. A very foolish push ahead into the fountain by the team of Na'Vi. Ancient. Fall. Everyone's disconnected. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the International 2, the winners bracket semi-final between LGD and Na'Vi. LGD previously undefeated. Lost a game and then they lost a second and they lost a set against Na'Vi. How did this happen? I do not even know. And Na'Vi are now in the grand finals. They will be fighting it up against whoever comes out in the loser bracket rather. And LGD will be dropping down to that lower bracket to fight for their place in this competition and to fight for their chance at a cool $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley. I'll see you next time.